Matt Stepp with Dave Campbell's Texas Football here at the Texas High School Coaches Association and Convention in beautiful San Antonio, Texas. I'm here with the head coach of the Killeen Shoemaker Gray Wolves, Coach Toby Foreman, for our yearly chat before the season starts. Coach, we got to keep the streak alive. When you talk to Dave Campbell's at coaching school, you guys make the playoffs, and you told me off air, never had 4 straight playoff appearances in school history, so we had to do it again, right?
Yeah. So the only year in the last 6 that we've actually missed the postseason, we didn't do our yearly interview.
Yeah. So I blame the guy right behind me, Greg Tepper, for that. So we blame Tepper for that, right?
Always blame Tepper. You can never go wrong with that.
That's a good strategy. Always blame Tepper. The best strategy in the world. So first off, Coach, being here at coaching school, it's always a great event. It's kind of the official kickoff of the football season. You're the son of a coach. You've been going here a long time. What's coming to coaching school mean for you?
So for me is not only do you get your staff together, get out of your comfort zone in Killeen, but you get to come and see coaches from other places, talk football, talk some administration stuff. Now I've been in administration for over 15 years.
Yeah, you're kind of switching to the dark side a little bit there, Coach.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But you learn something every year, and it's very informative. Now, there's so many sessions now. I can remember where it wasn't like that. I printed out the itinerary for the week, and it was like 9 pages.
Oh, it's crazy.
I can remember when it was front and back, but that's a good thing because they're adding, and you got the live, stuff going on.
You got basketball courts, and that's the great thing about the association. They've really done a great job with the female sports and the girls coaches, and really adding to that. I think it's made the convention a lot better, hasn't it?
The biggest addition by far, I was telling some of my coaches, is the amount of female coaches here. I can remember coming with Dad a long time ago, and
it was a football convention.
It was if there was females here, it was wives that may be coaches, but that was it. I can't remember. For a long time, and then here lately, it's gotten a whole lot better.
Now let's talk about your ball club specifically in 2025. I think you guys expect to be in the mix for a district championship. Obviously, a lot of good football in 12-6A. Midway, Harker Heights, and you guys, I think, are all good football teams. Temple, Coach President did a great job last year as well. It's a tough district week in and week out. How do you see you guys stacking up in that district?
Well, for us, it's going to be, can we stay healthy? Because this is the second year in a row we scrimmage and go 10 straight games, and then we have a bye. And so that's tough. You got to approach things a little different. But either way, the talent is there. We had one of the better all seasons I've ever been a part of. We did lose some guys in the off season that moved, but we got some guys that bought in and have stepped up. And we got a lot of players in a lot of different positions. And I'm not sure people really realize that, but I'm excited about this team, and it's going to be an exciting team to watch.
Yeah, and we talked about this off camera and off the air, just about being in Killeen. It's a military town, and you have movement. More movement than most have because when the Army says you got to go, you got to go.
Yeah.
And sometimes that works in your favor because a kid comes in, but it works against you. How do you kind of handle that? From a program standpoint, do you just kind of, hey, while we have these kids here, we're going to coach them hard and we're going to develop them and do the best we can and just hope things work out?
Yeah, it took me a couple years just to figure out, this is not the norm, but we're going to have to figure out to manage this as best we can. So we do exactly what you said. As kids come in, we treat them just like, they've been here forever and like they're going to be here forever, because some we know they're going to leave. And then others, they find out last minute, but that's difficult to kind of maneuver through. But majority of our kids are there and they stay there, and so that's a good thing. The core group of our team has been there for the whole time, and so anytime you have this good of a core, there's a lot of seniors in this class for us, and that's who will lead this group.
You look at it and offensively, tell us kind of what your personality, your ball club is going to be in 2025.
So offensively, the strength is going to be the offensive line, no doubt. Offensive line in the backfield. We've got a good offensive line, and we got a really good backfield. And there's a stable of backs. There's 3 or 4 of them that, if you don't wrap up, they're going to go. And so the O-line will be as good as it's been since I've been there. Receiving core, there's some experience coming back, but just really got to make sure we're on the same page with the quarterback, who will be new. Whoever our quarterback is will be a new quarterback. And so that'll be challenging early on, but excited about getting that first scrimmage against Belton and seeing what they look like, against somebody besides us.
Let's look at the other side of the ball, the defense. Kind of tell us what your strengths are and where you're looking for some guys to step up.
So the defense has a lot of guys coming back, interiorly especially. Our interior defensive line is back by About a majority of our secondary is back. One of our 2 starting inside backers is back. And we have a lot of people that played a lot of football on the varsity their sophomore and junior years that are now seniors, even though they may not have started the whole time, but they played a lot. And so, that's good. A lot of experience back on really this whole team.
You mentioned, you're playing 10 straight games without a bye week. As a coach, when you're structuring your practices and kind of figure that out, do you try to build – you can't really build in a break because you got a game, but are there weeks where you kind of say, okay, this week we're gonna do more classroom work and mental prep for this game to try to give their bodies a chance to recover?
So I give them incentives if they'll meet certain things during the game. If they grade out certain percentages throughout that game, then they get, some time off. But it is difficult. It's also difficult for the coaching staff because we work every day. The only time they'll have off during that 10-game stretch and that scrimmage is going to be if we have a Thursday game. Then one of those 2 weekend days we take off. But it gets draining. I will tell you, I can remember last year after walking off the field against Arger Heights, we knew we had already clinched a playoff spot. But going into that week, it was extremely tough. But we got to Friday night after that game. I think I slept for almost 24 straight hours, and I gave the coach the weekend off because you just kind of got to catch your breath. The NFL is the only place that I know of where you would go 11 straight weeks with a contest. They don't do that in college. And, high school, it has to be this exact schedule for it to happen.
Yeah. Well, Coach Foreman, I'll let you enjoy the rest of Coach at School. We got our yearly chat in. Appreciate it. If we got the chat in, it means you guys are making the playoffs. So let's keep the streak alive. Good luck in 2025, and we appreciate what you do for student athletes.
Thank you, and go Gray Wolves.
There you go. Thanks, Coach.
I didn't mean to talk over.